So we discussed about the chi-square and we solved some problems based on chi-square. So here are some more problems. So let us discuss these problems also. So the next question is 150 students were asked to express their agreement to educational tour on 5-point scale. So test the hypothesis that group as a whole in favor of the tour. There are 150 students and they were asked to give the proposal on the picnic. So here are the results. SA means strongly agree, A means agree, U means undecided, D means disagree, and SD means strongly disagree. So 45 students, they agreed on the proposal, then 35 students, they agreed, 25 were undecided, 30 they disagree, and 15 they strongly disagree. So what we have to find? So we have to test the hypothesis that group as a whole in favor of the educational tour. So based on these scores, we have to test the hypothesis that group as a whole is in favor of the tour. So let us solve this. So this is the observed frequency. This is the observation that we got from this table. Now, what will be the expected frequency? So first, we'll total this. So it will be 150. So total is 150. So expected frequency will be, if we divide 150 by 5, we will get 30. So 30 in all the opinion, we will write 30. So if they are going to mark equally, so expected frequency will be 30, 30, 30, 30 and 30. So next step we know we have to subtract expected frequency from observed frequency. So it will be 15, 5, minus 5, 0 and minus 15. Now the next step is we have to square this value. So square of 15 will be 225. It will be 25, 25, 0 and 225. So next step, (225 upon 30), 25 upon 30, 25 upon 30, 0 upon 30 and 225 upon 30. So if you are going to calculate, you will be getting 7.5, 0.83, 0.83, 0 these are the values that we get after calculating. So we know that chi-square is sum of all these values. So that is 7.5 plus 0.83 plus 0.83 plus 0 plus 7.5. So on calculating, we will get 16.66. 16.66. Now we have to check it from the table. So from the table, it is level of significance at 0.05 and 0.01. So let us check the table. So from the table at 0.05, the table value is 9.48, and at 0.01 the table value is 13.27, and our calculated value is 16.66. So as we know that when the calculated value is more than the table value, we can say there is significant difference. So there is significant difference in the opinion, and group as a whole is in favor of picnic, because 16.66 is more than 9.48, which is significant at 0.05 level. We can also say that it is more than 13.27, which is significant at 0.01 level. So this indicates that there is significant trend in the opinion, and group as a whole is in favor of picnic. Now coming to the next question. So next question, it is written here. Here you can see there is opinion of boys and girls in favor of picnic or not on a 5-point scale. Now we have to find that does the pattern of responses shows sex differences. Whatever the opinion of boys is there, the opinion of girls is similar or it is different. The responses of boys and girls are similar or different. This is the question. So let us solve this. So first what we are going to do, we are going to make boxes. So let us make yes, so you can see here, there are 10 boxes, 10 cells are there, that is observed frequency for boys as well as observed frequency for girls. So this is the observed frequency for boys and this is the observed frequency for girls. Now we have to find out the expected frequency for each cell. So for that, the formula is CT, that is column total, multiplied by row total upon grand total. CT is column total, RT is row total, and GT is grand total. So let's check. So this row total is 150 and row total for girls is 100. Similarly, we will do the total for each column. So here it is. For this column, for strongly agri, it is 63. For agri, it is 55. 40 for undecided, 52 for disagri, and 40 for strongly disagri. Now let us calculate expected frequency for each of the cell. So for 45, column total is 63 and row total is 150 upon total is 250. So just calculate and see what is the value. Similarly, for the next cell, that is 35, it is 55 into 150 upon total is 250. So similarly, we are going to do it for all the 10 cells. So all these 5 for the boys and 5 for the girls. We are going to find the expected frequency. So I am going to do it for you now. So let's see. So we have calculated the expected frequencies for each of the cells. For 45, the expected frequency is 37.8. Similarly, for the next cell, it is 33, 24, 31.2 and 24. This is for the boys. For the girls, from here, 6300. 63 is the column total. So column total, if you see, it is 63 and the row total, if you see, it is 100. So and grand total is 250. So answer is 25.2. So in case of boys and girls, this value will change. That is the row total. Similarly, for 20, it is 22. For observed frequency 15, the expected is 16. Similarly, for 22, the expected is 20.8, and for 25, it is 16. So these are the expected frequencies that we have calculated. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write these expected frequencies just below the observed frequency. So let me write it and then we will rub this blackboard. So let me write it. It is 37.8. Next is 33. For 25 it is 24. For 30 it is 31.2. For 15 it is 24. Similarly for 18 it is 25.2. For 20 it is 22. For 15 it is 16. For 22 it is 20.8. Then for 25 it is 16. So we just copied the expected frequency that we calculated and noted it here just below the observed frequency. Now for all these 10 cells we have observed frequency as well as expected frequency. Now coming to the next step, finding out the chi-square value. We know that the chi-square formula is summation observed frequency minus expected frequency square upon expected frequency. Now we are going to put these values in this formula. So the observed frequency is, for the first case it is 45 minus 37.8 square upon 37.8 plus 35 minus 33 square upon 33 plus 25 minus 24 square upon 24 plus 30 minus 31.2 square upon 31.2 plus 15 minus 24 square upon 24, then plus 18 minus 25.2 square upon 25.2 plus 20 minus 22 square upon 22 plus 15 minus 16 square upon 16 plus 22 minus 20.8 square upon 20.8 plus the last one 25 minus 16 square upon 16. So we simply did the observed value and the expected value, that is observed frequency minus expected frequency square upon the expected frequency for each of the cells, because it is summation here. So we expanded this formula and put the values in the formula, and we are going to now calculate this. So let us see what is the answer. So I will do it for you. So after calculating all these, we get the value 1.37 for the first cell. For the second cell we get 0.12, similarly for the third cell, fourth cell, fifth cell, and so on. So on totaling we got 12.55. So 12.55 is the chi-square value. So our calculated chi-square value is 12.55. So we can write here 12.55. Now we can check from the table. Before checking from the table, we have to find the degree of freedom. So degree of freedom is equal to R minus 1 into C minus 1. R minus 1, that is number of rows minus 1, and C minus 1, number of columns minus 1. So number of rows, so there are 2 rows, and columns, there are 5 columns. So 2 minus 1 and 5 minus 1. 1 multiplied by 4. So we get 4. So degree of freedom is 4. So from the chi-square table, at degree of freedom 4, we can check the table value. So at 0.05 level and at 0.01 level. So let's see from the table. So at 0.05, the table value is 9.48, and at 0.01, the table value is 13.27, and our calculated value is 12.55, which is more than the table value significant at 0.05, that is 9.48. So how we are going to give the results? So let's see. So we can say that pattern of responses shows sex difference. The question that was given, I am just giving the answer of that question, that the pattern of responses shows sex difference. There is difference in response of boys and girls. So this was all about the chi-square. Thank you, class.